Hi, dear friends. Welcome back to Aksharadhare. Good morning, everyone. I'm Devraj. Today is 6th December 2023. I hope you guys are working towards to improve your communication in English and also learning rate and handling rate. I hope you guys follow the tips which I have given in the previous videos and also reading the newspaper frequently each and every day. So before going to start today's newspaper reading, I would request you guys to please subscribe the channel, like and comment. If you like the video, please share it with your friends. It may be useful for somebody to utilize the opportunities from the Akshradhara and team. So let's start reading the newspaper, The Hindu, which is very important for the point of competitive exams, The Hindu. So let's read what's in front page of the Hindu newspaper. Country can't have two constitutions, sure. Why the Congress lost in Rajasthan? US official asks India to probe case. An experimental political choice in Mizoram. ZPM's success in state is a break from the past. India meets England in first T20 I today. Congress announces Revant Reddy as CM of Telangana. Michang makes landfall in Andhra Pradesh, wreaks havoc. Heavy rain and high velocity winds with a maximum sustained speed of 990 to 100 kilometers per hour last coastal town of Babatla villages. Three killed in rain-related accidents. Power supply affected in many areas. Cyclone moving towards north. Say officials. 7 workers killed in accident at maize factory. Avrebele Mela at National College grounds from January 5 to 9. Along with a special counter for senior citizens, there will be a designated seating area for which tickets will be sold online. Chandrayaan 3 propulsion module moved from Luna to Earth orbit. Traffic police crackdown on defective number plates. A gang assaults a businessman's family, robs valuables. No sign of third party audit of Nadaprabhu Kempegowda layout even after 2 years. Then BDA chairman S.R. Vishwanath had directed Bengaluru Development Authority to conduct the third party audit after suspicious acceleration of the cost of the project. Basic amenities to be provided at Kempegowda layout in a year. State government assures assembly. Students help homeless families. Government will recover 554 acres of excess land from NIC Minister. SC suspends video conference facility after miscreants play obscene videos during live court proceedings. According to sources, one of the servers through servers though which the miscreants logged into the court system was located abroad. Brand Bengaluru, over 70,000 sessions are received from public. With 4 months left in a academic year, students in minority department run schools yet to get uniform. Abortion scam, one more nurse held from Mysore. Police arrest 5 habitual offenders. 7 laborers killed in accident at a maize processing factory in Vijayapura. HAL to showcase products at Avionics Expo 2023 in Delhi. UCO Bank IMPS case, CBI searches 13 locations. Chaitra Associate granted conditional bail. Farewell to Arjuna. Hundreds bid adieu to Tusker. Opportunities. IIPM convocation ceremony on December 8th. Lokayukta police raid 13 officials, including the brother-in-law of Vijayendra. As many as 20 teams conducted raids at 65 locations in 9 districts simultaneously. Etnal used the development to attack BJP state president. Council pays tribute to Captain Emily Pranjal. 3 bills are tabled in assembly. Leaf spot disease, 10,750 HA have areca plantations affected. Opposition demands the government commitment to on 7th Pay Commission report. Indiscriminate sanction of new liquor licenses to voters comes under criticism. Well wishers in my own party backstabbed me, says Hariprasad. The government seeks exemption from scrapping up old firefighting vehicles. As K ended waterway project nears completion, a handful of challenges persist. Amazon Future X Engineer expands to introduce AI modules in under KREIS schools. Gender gaps and gajras in a women's world of science. Other key issues that cropped up during the Bangalore list elite fest session included a lack of support system within the industry and how motherhood and family impact women's science career. 11 Karnataka ministers to resign. It's fast. The real stars of Australian kitchen. Gary Mahagan and Matt Preston in Bangalore for a hearty conversation about food and their unique culinary experiences in India. Take a gander at this goose. Peak performance. Lights, camera, Japan. Cyclone Michanga, tall rises to 7 in Chennai, 3 districts. Additional workforce is being sourced from neighboring districts to undertake relief operations in Chennai, and 3 neighboring districts are on a war footing. Over 61,600 people in relief camps. It's too bad. And ensure essential items for cyclone victims, says Jagan. Actors Samir Vishnu Vishal rescued. Karnataka government ban on powder supply to Kerala is anti-farmer. An experimental political choice by the Mizo electorate. Right, let's read this editorial page. The ninth Mizoram Assembly election results 2023 mark both its continuity and a change in Mizoram's electoral politics. Like the past, this election not only leveraged a multi-party electoral context within the framework of what Balveer Arora in a different context caused the binodal system, but also ensured that the Mizo National Front lost after a term in power. In other words, this system perpetuates a system of a revolving door when an alternate party has come to power in every one or two election cycle since 1987. The impressive win by the Mizoram People's Movement, a regionalist party formed in 2017 and registered with the Election Commission of India barely 4 years ago. It won 27 seats and an over 37% vote share is a spectacular improvement from its tally of 8 seats and a 22% vote share in 2018. This marks a break from the past, an interesting break from the past. Unlike in the past, where the binodal electoral contest was always between a national party and national regional parties, regionalist parties. This election pivoted around a contest between two rival regionalist parties, that is, the ZPM and the MNF. The Congress was reduced to a status of a bit player and managed to get just one seat out of the 40 seats being contested. Yet, the Congress's ability to retain a 20.8% vote share suggests the fluid possibilities of a binodal electoral contest in the future. Again, unlike the past, where Mizoram broadly follows the small state syndrome, where a similar party or a party in coalition with the party in power at the center is voted to power in a state because of its dependence on the center's financial legitimacy. This electoral election defies this and marks an experimental political choice by Mizo electorates by ensuring the ZPM's victory. This presents an interesting electoral puzzle. Under this rubric, the way the ZPM managed to penetrate and consolidate its electoral purchase across the state is remarkable given that Mizoram's electoral landscape is marked by a fairly stable party support base. While the saliency of anti-incumbency against the MNF after being in power for a term in is apparent. A key explanation to this is the emergence of a new opportunity structure and opened by the diminished electoral appeal of the Congress. In this sense, Mizoram follows a similar pattern of electoral contest between the regionalist parties had that was set by Nagaland since 2013. The failure of the Congress to promote popular and charismatic leaders such as SC Jami and Nagaland forced the election in 2013. The Lal Tanhala in Mizoram since this election have important bearings on its electoral purchase. The electoral space vacated by this Congress in Mizoram is apparent. It struggled to secure a seat and was in a distant second position in six constituencies. The only exception is the Torang constituency where Jodhi Tluanga Ratley, a Congress candidate, lost Boy Visco of 62 votes against his MNF counterpart Romil Gliano. The ZPM's strategy. Against this backdrop, the ZPM successfully presents itself as a viable and attractive electoral alternative to the MNF for efficient and corruption-free governance. By defeating a mixture of experienced, educated, and star-fact candidates, including Lal Homa, a former decorated Indian police service officer who effectively used his proximity to the Gandhi family and central political leaders in the 1980s to broker fees in Mizoram. G.J. Lelpo Klua, national football player, Baril Venio as Sangi, radio jockey and municipal councillor, and Vanla Saleola, gospel singer who eventually lost by 292 votes. The party could effectively send out the right political vibes to the electorate. In a regional space where ethnicity, development, and governance issues overlap across parties, the ZPM skillfully projected its commitment to promote the Joe nationalist cause and aspirations and wove these together with a vision of governance reform and development initiatives. Although Mr. Laldu Oma does not articulate Joe nationalism and aspirations with a rhetorical flourish like Mr. Joram Thanga, is still a commitment and association with the Joe nationalist cause under the banner of the Action for Peace Commitment Committee. That is Joram, a nationalist party, National Mizo National Front Nationalist since 1997, and now the ZPM is seen by many as genuine and an invaluable asset, a reward and a recognition of what is long overdue. Apparently, the ZPM's promise for minimum support price for rural cash crops such as broom, grass, chilies, ginger, and turmeric has also gained electoral traction as over 60% of the Mizo continue to rely on agricultural income. This becomes compelling, especially in light of recent reports by the Controller and Auditor General of India exposing the inefficiency and irregularities in the rural development programs under the new land use policy launched by the Congress and replicated by the MNF without much success. These reports and the continued precarity of farmers' economy in rural Mizoram was effectively used by the HPM to galvanize a groundswell of support for its pet development project aimed at alleviating poverty and raising rural income. The ZPM's subtle political messaging to arraign the MNF for its alliance with the Bharatiya Janata Party and the latter's failure to protect Christian minorities and Joe Kuki Jomi people in Manipur since the outbreak of violence from May 3rd seem to have worked in its favor. In Indubitably, and this has helped the ZPM in neutralizing the MNF's attempt to electorally appropriate the protection and rehabilitation. Is it extended to over 40,000 Chin refugees who fled from the February 2021 military coup d'état in Myanmar, and over 12,000 Jew Kuki Jomi internally displaced persons from Manipur's violence since early May. The opposition cannot be taken for granted. The remarkable electoral success of the ZPM certainly presents an undercurrent of electoral transformation in Mizoram, which simultaneously leverages a continuity and a subtle yet definitive break with the first. Although the resounding loss of the MNF is apparent in the convincing debate of Juram Thanga and town liu, the topmost leaders, and the 10 seats it managed to secure. Mizoram's binodal electoral landscape is likely to remain fluid as the MNF continues to enjoy an over 35% vote share and manage a second place in 28 constituencies. And given the considerable electoral support of the Congress and the MNF enjoy in the state. The nature of the electoral contest will largely be a function of the ability of these parties to revive their organization and inculcate popular leaders behind Lal Thanalwa and Joram Thanga. Till then, the jury is out if Mr. Lultu Homa, the incumbent chief minister, will successfully harness his previously rich experience to forge new equation or tacit agreement with the BJP at the center in ways which help steer Mizoram as an autonomous, corruption-free state. Free state. Shared blame. Cyclone Michang alone was not responsible for Chennai's troubles. Honest reckoning. Major world economies seem unwilling to move away from fossil fuel. Why the Congress lost Rajasthan despite their satisfaction with the Gehlot government, voters expressed negative sentiments on key issues. Also, Congress failed to forge an alliance with sub-regional parties. The BJP's broad social coalition, satisfied with the state government, but more so with the central government. Corruption weighed heavily on Congress. Reach and impact of election campaigns in Rajasthan. Out of the third of Rajasthan voters who made last minute decisions up choose the Congress, a quarter of BJP voters would have made a different choice if the Prime Minister had not been in its party's main phase. Fewer than 1 in 5 voters made their voting choice after getting to know about the competing candidates, while 11 to 11% more made their decisions during the course of the election campaign. Did welfare measures make a mark on voters? Loyalty of farmers, a key factor in election. The role of the leadership factor in the Rajasthan verdict. Cyclone Michang makes landfall into sack ministers who spoke on Sanatana Dharma, says BJP MP. How can country have two constitutions? Asks Shaw. Opposition questioned introduction of bills to amend the J&K Reorganization Act, which has been challenged in SC. Ask why no elections have been held in the valley if normalcy has returned. Bodies of 13 Manipur youth killed near border identified. Stocktake dropped calls for phasing out of fossil fuels. India meet scale down. Top leaders to gather later. Glaciers rank 1 am a year in a decade. 1 am a year in a decade. US official raises Pannam plot case, asks India to prove. Pioneer is one of a series of US officials who have raised the case with their counterparts in Delhi since details of a plan to assassinate six for justice leader Pannan in New York emerged. How did benefits for migrants impact Assam? SC asks SSC. There is no material to indicate that the impact of benefits affected the cultural identity of the state. India provides 250 million line of credit to Kenya. Case against delays in judges, appointments missing. Opposition questions centers in action on issues of unemployment, price rise, cash for kidney scam, probe ordered against hospital. Is unmarried woman having children by surrogacy an accepted norm? Asks Sissy. Too much with God. United Nations says not possible to create safe zones in Gaza. US put sanctions on extremist Israeli settlers over attacks. Putin to discuss Gaza war during a trip to Saudi Arabia and UAE. Death toll rises to 23 after eruption of Indonesia's Mount Merapi. Israel strikes Khan's Yunis in a bloody new phase of war. UK tightens immigration rules to curb record high migrant numbers. Myanmar junta chief seeks a political solution with rebels. Afghan Taliban must reform before full diplomatic ties. At least 85 confirmed dead, 66 injured after mistaken army drone attack in Nigeria. November services PMI signals slow down. Services sector drags overall private sector's activity to a 1 year low. New export orders for services firms grow at the slowest pace since June, even as input costs and output prices rise at an even 8-month low rate, as per S&P Global surveys. Indian Bank fixed Accenture to build a data lake platform. Dell's technology has touched 2 million common Indians. Moody's cuts China outlook on growth, property risks. Evaded GST worth 1 lakh crore recovered since 2019 to 20. US FDA inspects drug firms DRL Suntorrent. And banks write up 10 lakh crore recover over 10 lakh crore in 5 years. Wipro need to acquire 3 soap brands from WWF. Hawaii too good to be true online deals. Apple wants charger rule to eat local output. Nadal plays down expectations ahead of a Brisbane return. Djokovic finishes at number one for a record extending eighth time. Bellingham becomes first Madrid player to win Golden Boy award. Sonu Super Red gives a Giants a thrilling win over U Mumbai. Diaz is an important aspect of the game, could even be a series changer. Mujumdar. Deepa shifts focus to Paris 2024 Olympics. India looks to improve record against England. Railways women ensure lost 8 berths. Italian outfits Sers Sicoma Perugia will be keen to defend its crown. Hyundai tricks as India beats Korea. Uttarakhand's speeded defense of a meager total upends Delhi 6-wicket win for Karnataka. Japata double helps Torino beat misfiring Atlanta. Lakshya Sports launches product Grand Slam for girls. Vihan wins men's trap. Rajeshwari beats Bobia. Excellence and longevity. The Thai name is Rohan Bopanna. The 43-year-old doubles star had one of his best years in 2023, getting up to number 3 in the world. AKA Moki as he lost reached a full decade ago. Science. Study of 50,000 dogs says vaccines, not culling, will stop rabies. A 16-year study in Tanzania has reported that individual dog behavior plays a key role in the endemic nature of rabies through contact tracing brain samples and modeling. The researchers found that rabies spreads locally with a few super spreader dogs, and that vaccination is the best way to prevent it. A number of dogs ran up to 15 kilometers from their localities after being infected and beat dogs far from home. Text and context. This is the last two pages, guys. So, worth of enemy property sheet sold by government 2007 at 9 crore. The share of women in the police forces of India 11.75% in percentage. The number of jobs created so far under the PMMSY. The amount returned up by the banks in 5 years. Pakistan government releases funds for general elections. The journey towards a plastic-free world. What did the Intergovernmental Negotiating Committee under the United Nations Environmental Programme in its third round of negotiations discuss? How did they aim to end plastic pollution? What did the zero draft say, and was it endorsed by the end of the meeting? Let's read this. If you would like to read, you guys can read. Otherwise, you guys can go ahead. Understanding how the global positioning system works, GPS has significantly changed our expectations of where we are and our sense of place. The major sectors which employ the technology include agriculture, construction, surveying, logistics, search and rescue, air travel, meteorology, seismology, and military operations. Know your English. What is GPS? You guys can lead to know about the GPS, Geo Global Positioning System. You would like to know. The cyclonic storm Amchang threw the lives of people out of gear in Tamil Nadu. Here's a quick on different class cyclones that have affected India so far. This is the last page, guys. Continue reading for 2 hours daily. Hit you to date would make you really very perfect in English communication. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe the channel, like and comment. If you like the video, please share it with your friends. It may be useful for somebody to utilize the opportunities from Aksharadhare and team. And see you in the upcoming videos, guys. Have a great day. Bye bye. Take care.